Hey everyone, I'm Katrina, and in this video, I'm talking about Midnight Sun by Stephenie Meyer. So before I talk about the big announcement about Midnight Sun, I wanted to give you a little backstory of how I became a Twilight fan. The day I turned 21, it was a terrible day. Everything that can go wrong that day was going wrong. And after me and my friends went to eat dinner, we went to the movie theater across the street and we wound up watching Twilight. Now, at the time, I had no idea that Twilight was a book series or that there was more than one book. I found that out after we finished watching the movie. I watched the movie, I loved the movie, and I became Jacob's fan. Teen Jacob all day. And while, further on in the movies, he gets even more sexy, and I call him Jailbait Babe. At the time he was 16, I was 21, and I was like, oh, I didn't know he was that young, so he became Jailbait Babe. So while we're all adults now, he's an adult now, and that's cool. At the time, I was like, no, he's so young. Oh my god, he's young, he's 16, he's too young. But I became Teen Jacob fan ever since then. So the fandom got crazy to the point where I had like posters, I had Facebook collages, I will argue with people all day about why Jacob was better than Edward, like all day, every day back then. It was bad, it was crazy. I had like several t-shirts, I have all the movies, I have all the books. And why I know there's a certain somebody who I love very much who is way worse than I am, and this is actually how we became friends, actually, me and her. I'm just very grateful as a whole of what Twilight has done for me as a reader, but for also for young adult books. Because why there is Harry Potter, and I'm a big Harry Potter fan, and I'm sure one day I'll probably do a video about it or something. I'm a big Harry Potter fan, but for Twilight, it was a different type of YA that kind of brought young adult books to the forefront. So for me, it's a very personal experience of why I love Twilight and I appreciate it, even if people want to debate about what's wrong with it, etc., 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 as people have done over the years, you cannot deny how great Twilight has been to the book world and the movie world. Now that that is done, I just found out last week that Midnight Sun is coming out. So for those of you guys who do not know, Midnight Sun is Twilight, but from Edward's POV. It got leaked, I want to say in 2008. Some person decided to take her unfinished manuscript and leaked it online. So Stephenie Meyer felt a way about this, and she was like, well, I'm not putting the book out. I'm done. I'm over it. And for me, as a Twilight fan, I was very upset because if you can give me another book to add more to the world that you already created, even if it's from his POV, then please give me that. So she decided not to do it. And then 12 years later, in 2020, I see that she is indeed giving us Midnight Sun from Everett's perspective. Now, granted, as a reader, I do want Jacob's story with Renesmee. I feel like that is a whole thing there that can be tapped into. You can give us 2 or 3 books, maybe, with what happens with Jacob and Renesmee when Renesmee ages out to the age she'll stop growing at. However, as I'm also a writer and I like writing in first POV, I really would love to know what Edward was thinking going through the first book with Bella. His thoughts about her when he found out he was in love with her, how he felt when James kidnapped her pretty much. I don't want to say kidnapped because she kind of went, but it was all in due time in regards to why that happened. So for me, I just really am excited to see how she's gonna do the whole book from Everett's perspective. From what I read, I don't think she's gonna give us the rest of the books in perspective. I think she should, especially New Moon. And the reason why I want New Moon as from his perspective is because Bella went through such depression that in the book and the movie did it very well, where they kind of just had her going through motions of nothingness because she was that depressed. I would really love to know what Everett was going through as well when he left her and all those months went by, when he was giving her no type of contact. There was no emails, nothing. It was as if he never existed. I would love to know what was his mind process throughout that. So anyway, to keep this video nice and short, I am very excited for Midnight Sun. I'm not sure how everything is going to be with coronavirus, COVID-19, how anything is going to be as far as bookstores or anything. But if things settle down to a point where I can walk into a bookstore and pick the book up, I would rather pick up the book because there's nothing like taking a walk through the bookstore and going through the bookstore shelves and touching books and like, oh my God, and smelling the book. There's a whole different feel to that than buying it through Amazon and having the book come to your house or having it on your Kindle. And I've done both of those things before, but there's something special about going into a bookstore, picking up a book, and just being like, oh, new book to my collection. So I'm really excited as a Twilight fan. I've been waiting again 12 years, and I want to say a little less than 12 years because again, I wasn't like directly on it right away. How some people like knew about it right away. It took me a little long to get into Twilight, but once I did, that was it. So I cannot wait for August 2020. I hope you Twilight fans are as excited as I am about this. Please tell me in the comments what team you are. Team Edward, Team Jacob. I hope it's Team Jacob because Edward's okay. Like, we don't care about Edward. It's fine. You can be Team Jacob. Nice, warm, furry, comfortable. And you can do that and not be all cold and lonely and stuff. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. Anyway, tell me in the comments what team you are. Team Edward, Team Jacob. Who your favorite Twilight character is. Your thoughts about Midnight Sun. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.